Hello, everyone. We are here for another midweek update today, and it's always a good midweek update when I get to share my screen and show some visual aids here. So
Go
we're
for it,
gonna
Seth.
we're gonna enter in and see what happens. All right. So I wanted to, you maybe have seen this in the newsletter or have seen it uh, on the slides for worship, but we just made the lineup announcement for our 2024 Sing Me Home programming, and I just wanted to walk through this just a little bit, just to share with you what's happening. You'll remember last year we had just one big day, and this year we have spaced it out into a kind of a fall series. And the first weekend is happening September 13th and 14th. And on the 13th, if you look up here in this corner, you'll see the Hispanic Heritage Festival that we are partnering with the Wabash County Diversity Coalition, and Mackenzie Coulter Kern from our congregation is spearheading that. And we are, as Sing Me Home and our congregation, helping in the planning. Kimberly Garcia from our congregation is going to be doing some dancing. And we're also bringing in a group called Son Chiquitos from Chicago that does a lot of educational things and sharing from a variety of different kind of Latin music styles. And so we're looking forward to that. That is going to happen downtown where Second Fridays happens. This will be the Second Friday offering for September, and it'll be from 5 to 8 p.m. So we look forward to that. And then the next day, we are going to gather on the 14th. Uzima Drum and Dance is an African drumming and dance group from South Bend. We got their information from the director of the Voices of the Earth Choir, if you remember them from Goshen College last year. So we look forward to them. They're going to be outside, and we will have some food trucks, and you could eat and gather and enjoy them outside. And then we're going to move indoors. Sadie Gustafson Zook is going to be sharing some music. And then May Erlewine, who is just a wonderful singer-songwriter. I think many of you are familiar with Carrie Newcomer, and I think that you will, if you're a fan of hers, you will latch really on to May's songwriting as well and music. So that's in September. And the 14th is kind of an extension of district conference for South Central Indiana District. So that'll be gathering at Camp Mac. And then at the end of the programming, this stuff will happen in the late afternoon, evening. So we look forward to that. And then in October, on the 19th and 20th, Joe Riley is going to be here. He is from Detroit area, musician that has done stuff for kind of all ages. And so he's going to be doing a variety of things around town. He'll be with us in worship. And so we look forward to Joe being with us on that weekend in October. And then finally, on Saturday, November 23rd, we are going to have an artisan marketplace. So it's also kind of going to be kind of like an alternative gift fair, if you have experienced that before, or an opportunity to do some alternative gift giving for the holidays, but also support local artisans, and I should even say regional artisans and organizations. And then we'll have the Manchester University Jazz Combo, Kelsey Cote, a Chilean group from Fort Wayne. They've been with us before, but their whole band's going to be with us this time. And then you might have remembered Jordan Hamilton last year, cellist, and he's going to be playing with Seth Bernard, who is just another really great Michigan singer-songwriter. Excuse me. And so we look forward to their sharing in that day. There's going to be some workshops as well on the 23rd. So let me just also, while I'm doing this, show you a couple more things. And that
Okay.
is that if you want to RSVP for the event in September, you can do that here on our page. You go there, you click on the store, and then if you want to continue to support the programming, you can have a pay it forward option, make a donation with your RSVP, or you can just RSVP here and it's for free in case we have limited seating. Then you can reserve your spot for that programming, for the indoor programming, or for all of it if the weather it isn't agreeable that day. Then it'll all be indoors.
That looks great, Seth. Thanks for all
Yeah.
of your work and the work of the planning team. That's a great lineup.
Yeah, thanks. Now, I want to take us to another thing that you might have been hearing about, and that is 3,000 Miles for Peace. And that is a campaign that On Earth Peace is doing. And I'm at On Earth Peace's website for the 3,000 Miles for Peace. You can read a bit about the campaign if you're curious about how it started. There is a story that goes along with this campaign. And also, there are runners that have signed up that you can support if you want to raise money for On Earth Peace that way. And if you click on this button about the racery, you can look here and you can see there's 61 runners. And you can go on here and you can check out all those runners. You might recognize folks from across the denomination. You might recognize folks that are from our congregation. Bev Eikenberry has one, and there may be some others, but I know her and Team Sarber is here, the Sarber family. They've logged already 12.5 miles. And if you want to back them, you could back them here if you want, and go on here and you can support them in some different ways. Also, you might look and say, 61 runners, there should be more. You can sign up and join in and create an account, and you can start logging and inviting family, friends, the community to help support you as you run through the whole month of June. So you can follow that as well, and we support those from our congregation that are doing that effort and the work of On Earth Peace.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah, that ends our visual sharing time, but there's much more.
There's much more, but thank you for all those visuals. This Friday, June 7th, there is a vigil downtown North Manchester, and it is National Gun Violence Awareness Day. And the focus of this vigil will be the prevention of gun violence, and also a celebration of our safe community here in North Manchester. So at noon, if you want to be a part of the walking, meet at Mr. Dave's. I don't know the route, but it's going to be on the streets, the sidewalks of our town. And then at 12:30, it will convene in the Zion Lutheran parking lot for a brief reflection and commentary. So you can walk, or you can go to the Lutheran church at 12:30. But we're glad for those who are bearing witness in our community. I also have a reminder for all of our folks at Timbercrest for the June luncheon of residents and the pastors. We need to sign up. I goofed up and I didn't pass the clipboard around at the last meal. So it's now there at Timbercrest in the 3-ring binder across from the dining room there nearest the hub. So go ahead and sign up, remind your friends, get everybody on board, and that needs to be signed up by June 10. Thank you.
And this Sunday, we encourage you to put on some orange, or if you wore orange to the vigil on the 7th and you want to put on that orange and come to worship. Our worship is going to be focused on this kind of intersection of gun violence prevention and creativity. And you might say, what? How do those things fit together? But the reality is creativity is essential if we are going to envision and imagine a world without gun violence. And so and we look forward to our worship on Sunday that will bring those two things together. Following worship, we will have a couple of creativity and community activities that will focus on design, a little modified Zentangle, and we will make some more world peace pinwheels, orange pinwheels, to continue the work of speaking out against gun violence and for life. So we look forward to being together on Sunday for worship. I think that's it. So that's a lot. So there's a lot going on, and that's a good thing. So,
All right.
all right.
Bye,
Be
everyone.
well.